Daniel B. Towner was a man shaped by music from his earliest days, gifted with a powerful voice, a disciplined mind, and a heart devoted to the gospel. His life unfolded through a rich tapestry of singing, teaching, composing, and leading others in worship. Though often working behind the scenes, Towner helped define the sound of American gospel music in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Whatever else the state of Pennsylvania may claim, it unquestionably holds a unique distinction in the number of gospel hymn writers and composers it has produced. Among the most notable are Ira Sankey, Philip Bliss, and Robert Lowry, names whose musical gifts emerged early in life in our nation's second ratified state. To that illustrious list, we must add Daniel B. Towner, born March 5, 1850, in Rome, Pennsylvania. His father, John Griffin Towner, a respected vocalist and music teacher, quickly recognized Daniel's talents and taught him to sing and read music before he could even read the alphabet. Towner continued his musical education through his teenage years at the prestigious Normal Music Institute founded by George Root, Lowell Mason, and William Bradbury. There he studied under some of the finest instructors in America. By the age of 19, he was already associated with his father as an extraordinary teacher of vocal music. Beginning at just 17, his deep baritone voice began attracting attention, and within 2 years he had earned a reputation across Pennsylvania, southern New York, and eastern Ohio as the Wonderful Boy Bass. In 1870, at the age of 20, Towner married Mary E. McGonigal, herself a well-regarded singer, and the couple settled in Binghamton, New York. From an early age, Towner aspired to compose music, and he spent the next 12 years developing his craft while serving as music director at Centenary Methodist Church in Binghamton. In 1882, he accepted a position at York Street Methodist Church in Cincinnati, Ohio, and later moved to Union Methodist Church in Covington, Kentucky. It was during his time in Covington, in 1884, that Towner was asked to lead a 1,000-voice choir for a series of evangelistic meetings conducted by D.L. Moody. Due to Ira Sankey's declining health, Moody was often in need of capable musicians to lead in his campaigns. Impressed by Towner's conducting skills and powerful solo voice, Moody invited him to join the evangelistic team, which he did in the fall of 1885. Towner's work with the Moody campaigns across the U.S. and Canada resulted in the creation of one of his best-known hymns. At the close of a revival meeting in Brockton, Massachusetts, Moody invited testimonies from the audience. A young man stood and said, "I am not sure, but I am going to trust, and I am going to obey." Towner jotted the phrase down and later sent it to his friend, Presbyterian minister J.H. Sammis, along with a brief explanation. Sammis, a prolific hymn poet, wrote several verses based on the phrase and returned them to Towner, who composed the melody. The result was the beloved hymn, "Trust and Obey," still widely sung today. In 1890, D.L. Moody founded the Moody Bible Institute in Chicago to train evangelists and, as stated in its charter, give great prominence to the study of music. 3 years later, he appointed Daniel Towner as superintendent of music and chair of theory and composition. This role gave Towner the time and resources to compose extensively. Over the next several decades, he wrote the music for other beloved hymns such as "Anywhere with Jesus," "At Calvary," "Saved by the Blood," "The Old Ship Zion," and "Grace Greater Than Our Sin." During his 38 years at the Moody Bible Institute, Towner published over 2,000 compositions, authored several textbooks on musical theory, and edited or co-edited at least 14 hymnals. On October 3, 1919, at the age of 69, Daniel Towner was suddenly stricken while leading music during an evangelistic meeting in Longwood, Missouri, and passed away. Though his voice was silenced, his influence endures through the thousands of hymns he composed and the generations of musicians and worshipers he inspired. His legacy is perhaps best captured in the simple yet profound refrain that has echoed through churches for over a century: "Trust and obey." Through his life and music, Daniel Towner taught us to do just that,